Hello and welcome to this week's tarot reading for all water signs. I hope this finds you well. I trust you will use your own intuition as your primary instrument of resonance. Leave behind what does not reverberate. Tarot does not tell the future. The only thing that determines your future is how you reflect and respond to the messages herein. I have in front of me the Ten of Wands actually fell out first and it jumped out. And I'm vibing hard with this card because on this card, we have a woman. She's picking some tulips, and she just has this huge bouquet of flowers on her back. And today, I went out and I bought so many flowers, and yeah, my house has just got so many flowers in it at the moment, and it smells amazing. In fact, it was smelling a lot. And I think I kind of overdid it a little bit. I also had all the windows closed, but anyway, I digress. Um, yeah, she's got all these flowers. I just went and bought all these flowers. I mean, I have flowers in my house, but today I kind of went like it was more than usual. I bought about 4 bunches of different flowers. I got baby's breath. I don't even know what I've got. Baby's breath, roses. I want to say jonquils, but they're not jonquils. They're paper whites. And then there's something else that's like a jonquil. And then some other flowers. I don't know. I just chose them because of the colors and they were pretty. So yeah, I'm really vibing with this reading at the moment. And you have the Eight of Pentacles, and on this card, it's a girl. She's sitting there. She's hugging a butterfly, and this butterfly is the size of a small dog or a cat. And she's painting the wings. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Solar Eclipse, and the from the Mystical Healing deck, we have Focus on Higher Truths. And yeah, I'm just loving this Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands card. It's really connecting in with nature, connecting with the beauty, creating beauty, appreciating beauty. It's like it's the two sides of it, right? It's holding the beauty, hugging the beauty. It's it's creating more beauty in the world, and even like taking things out of context to bring beauty somewhere else. Like these flowers don't grow in my home, but they have been brought here to bring more beauty to this space. So I really do see that here. Again, I'm vibing hard with this reading. I'm a water sign, so I am really loving this. And this Focus on Higher Truths card is it's giving a nod to what is actually bringing the beauty into your life, what is bringing the health, wealth, fortune, what's bringing the money, the artistry, the creativity. What is at the essence of that? What is the higher truth of that? And that's not to say that you can't have money or creativity doing something of a like that's mundane or of a lower vibration, but you really do feel wealthy and healthy, and there is a lot more to be experienced and to be grateful for and to um, appreciate when you are doing things that are inherently like the essence is there is a higher truth in it. It's not just like it's not a surface value event, or it's not like a something at a surface level, or you're not doing it for the money. You're not doing it for the recognition. You're just doing it because it's got that higher truth in it. And because you do it well, because you're being guided by it, because you're focusing on the higher truth of what's actually happening, then by default, all of the pleasure, the creativity, the recognition, wealth, money, fortune, whatever it is just magnetized to it. Like it's part of it. It's all wrapped up in the one thing. And I really don't want to make this reading about me, but, or I should say, and this reading, these readings they always have a little bit of me in them. I can't not, right? So I've just, recently I've just come to realize these things where, in the past I may have, like with the 8 of Cups here, the Knight of Swords, the 5 of Swords, is kind of like that retreating, or that contraction that kind of happens when you are going down a different, like you're just doing things not in congruence with the higher truth. So you might be doing the same activity, you might be doing the same thing, but you're just kind of like, it's a little bit skew-if. And it could be a bit skew-if because of your fear. It could be skew-if because of your uncertainty. It could be skew-if because of your like doubt, or maybe somebody influenced you, or you just kind of got sidetracked on something. Like maybe you got caught up in a fad, or like you just can't, you like you what's the saying? You just kind of like um I don't know what the saying is, but you just like lose focus. You forget why you're doing it. You forget what is inspiring you to do it, and you just get like you get lost in the source. You get lost in the source for something, and that's when things start to like get or become contracted, or become difficult, or become um like it's a battle that you just can't win with that 5 of Swords here. It's just like, oh, this is becoming so lethargic now. Like, this isn't fun anymore. And you just kind of lose your way a little bit because of, fear or anxiety or outside influence, or, like following a fad, or trying to be like everybody else, or trying to be more palatable, or like whatever it is. And you just get sidetracked. And if you just kept doing what you were doing in the way that you were doing it, like you already know the prosperity that it brings. So why are you trying to, I don't want to say do things differently, but why are you like letting these lower vibrational things like overtake you, like overtake your pizzazz, or overtake your own like your own fortune, your own destiny. Like you know what you're doing. That's the higher truth. You were always tapped into it. You were always doing it. And this one thing just kind of like derailed you a little bit, or like shook you. And it's time to, quite literally with that Knight of Swords, to get back on the horse, to keep going. And it's the solar eclipse in this reading is also, Rahu comes and eats the sun, the light, the Atman, the soul, gets eaten by this illusory shadow planet. Like Rahu doesn't even exist. It's all on the mental plane. And it comes and it just distorts that light. It eats that light. And an eclipse is a very powerful moment. It's a very ominous moment even. And when you're Sun is eclipsed by Rahu. Rahu conjunct anything, any planet, really over emphasizes it or exaggerates it, but it also just distorts it, corrupts it. And yeah, that's really these two cards focus on higher truths and solar eclipses. It's like keep with the sun, keep with that internal sun, that soul, that light. Stay with that. And that will also help you with that 8 of Cups, right? He's going on this very long journey. And at some point, you're going to need that light, that very long journey. And it's over mountains and it's craggly, these craggly mountains, and you're alone, and it can be very disconcerting. It can be very difficult, but you always have that light and just return back to it, that higher truth. What am I doing? Why did I start this? Why am I doing this? And that will bring you back. And I can say that with like so much conviction because it has happened to me. It's happened to me. It's happened to me many times in my life. And to just get back on track. And then when you get back on track, things are easy. Things are like, oh my God, like, wow. Life is full of these opportunities. Life is full of this beauty and creativity. Life is full of all this fortune and like happenstance. And you just like never forget the light. Never forget the light within you. Um, what it is that you're doing. You came here for a mission. You know what it is. So just keep doing that and it will flourish. And you can share it with other people. You can share that creativity. It will be seen by who needs to see it. It will be felt by who needs to feel it. It will be acknowledged by who needs to acknowledge it. And you're not doing it because of that. Those things are just the product of doing what is in alignment with you. Yeah, and it's that that high priestess energy where you are so in tune with your own emotions, feelings about things that you are constantly uncovering your own like not secrets, but like you're constantly lifting the veil on yourself, lifting the veil on the things that you create. Okay, I created this thing and I created it when I was in this like altered state, and it was like something was just channeling through me. But what does it mean in the bigger picture of things? What does it mean? Like now that I've done it, it's been launched, it's published, it's created. Now that I step back from it objectively, like, whoa, there's so much here that I was just channeling, that I was just putting into it from that higher truth. And those creations, the things that you do, because they are rooted in these higher truths, they are sustainable, they have longevity, they flourish, and they continue on and on and on. And they continue on so far that, in 5 years' time, you can look back at it and go, oh my God, like, that's what that was. That's what that is now. Like, I understand it. And yeah, I have a post on Twitter. It's about interstellar. I'll see if I can find it. Hold on. All right, I found it. I'll repost it. But it says, or I've said, There is an intelligence in our past that is transmuting from the future to preserve itself and us. And then I've just, yeah, I have a message from you. I have a message for you. From whom? Yeah. There is an intelligence from our past that is transmuting from the future to preserve itself in us. Listen to your ghost. Brilliant. So yeah, that's kind of this energy here where it's like you're constantly lifting the veil, lifting the veil. Okay, yes, I created this thing, but like, and I know what it is now, but in 2 years, the next month, it just has so much to it when you are channeling from that essence, from the higher truth, from that spirit, from the soul, essentially. Um, yeah, and it does bring so much fortune and wisdom. Whew. Oh my goodness. This reading was so personal. I'm just going to say that like up front, this is a very personal reading, and you know, all the readings that I do, you know, they obviously have a little bit of me in them. But this, yeah, I feel like this is like my own personal reading. I'm still going to publish it, but um yeah, that was that was a lot when that first card came out, that 10 of Wands, and I saw it and I saw those flowers, I was like, "Oh my God, like, wow, that was me today." That was me. And then as the more and more of these cards came out, especially the focus on the higher truth, I was like, "Oh my gosh, like I've been wrestling with not wrestling with myself, but kind of wrestling with myself over that for um probably 8 months now." Um, and as you know, this is the first tarot reading I've done back, you know, in 2024. So it's taken me this long to get back on the horse and to kind of go, okay, yeah, there's a higher truth here. And yeah, the reason I started doing this, you know, there's over 260 readings here. Um, And when I first started it, I was getting like 3 listens a week, which is fine. It's great. Um, but you know, I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And um, yeah, it wasn't for the notoriety. It wasn't for any of those things. I was just doing it because I was feeling so compelled to do this. Anyway, I don't want to get into this my personal story, but um yeah, I'm just really vibing with this reading right now. I'm like smiling ear to ear. Uh Very cool. Very cool indeed. Um yeah, so this is a reading for the water signs, my watery friends. And yeah, thanks for listening. And I hope that you gleaned something from this reading because now I'm becoming hyper self-aware. Um, but yeah, all right. I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.